Hello and welcome to One Message in Bottle Tarot. My name is One and I am your spiritual advisor. Welcome back, all of my beautiful people all around the world in your respective places. I appreciate and love you so very much for every single thing that you do. Number one, being a subscriber. Yes, be in the house, okay? Liking my videos, sharing my content, and connecting with me in the comments because I love to hear what's on your mind, all right? And all the love tips, the tips and the donation, guys. Thank you so much. You're a godsend. I appreciate you for that. Personal clients and Patreon members. Amen. Hallelujah. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to stay and join the gang. We definitely love to have you here. So go ahead and gang, tap in, subscribe, ring the doorbell on your way in. All right. Hit the like button. Okay. To show me some love. You can book a reading at any time. That information is in the bio and the pinned comment. And if you appreciate the reading and you like what you hear, you can tip the bartender Cash App, PayPal, or Patreon. Okay? Been working day and night. Period. That's how I feel. But we're going to get through it. Okay? We're going to get through it. This is video 3 of the UVALDE, I know I said that wrong. I done said in every video, series, okay? And just the energy surrounding mass shootings and the agenda and what's going on. But also specifically adding, asking about the energy surrounding that, all right? Gonna try and let these babies talk as much as they, want to. Okay, been sitting here for a while. Mars, isn't that... No, Mars is the communication. It's not war. Here. Anyway, let's get into it. I will say overall, I'm not gonna recant. So somebody gonna backtrack. Okay. So in whatever situation with this UVALDE, the school things or whatever, when they go to court and testimony, somebody said one thing and it's a whole different, like they lied basically, or somebody's gonna backtrack, recant their statement or something like that. Okay, but yes, again, this is video 3, so go back and watch part 2 and 1, or you will probably be lost. Okay, we will say that the energy is definitely political. It's definitely race has something to do with it. A lot of just vile energy and everyone in their respective places regarding this. Like it's deeper than anything you could think of, but just horrific how they left these babies, abandoned these babies, and just that whole scenario here. All right, and also again an agenda by somebody. It feels strongly like somebody wanted to teach somebody a lesson in the most horrific way. Okay, and they brought to mind the video. I don't know what Popo it was, but he was just like, "Oh, I didn't know I was in charge. I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like it was my job. Like it was very, I don't know. They keep bringing that up, so that's definitely this energy here. It's like they left them. There's like they were there, but pretended they weren't. Like at any given time, anything could have been done, and they just sat there. But for the most sinister, oh my God, these poor babies. They just sat there. It was cruel. It was a cruel thing here, because otherwise, what other excuse can you not give for going in and saving babies when it's like, I don't know how many popos I'm seeing, but this is only one nigga. I don't care what he got. You know what I mean? Like that's your job. You're kind of supposed to put your life on the line. You know what I mean? Like kill everybody. Like I don't know. So what they're saying in part 1 and 2 is, again, it was more sinister and deeper, heartbreaking than that. Somebody wants to get their lick back and make a show of power here. Very just okay. Unfortunately, just disgusting. So I'm asking, I'm just gonna keep clarifying that. Let them say whatever they want to say. Because it's speaking for itself, really. So on this side, main energy, we have Congress, fraternity, Kappa Sigma, A White House, that's the good old boys club, kind of. Again, we talked about that in part 1 and 2. In the middle, we have Planned Parenthood and also a taco truck. Again, we were talking about the whole idea behind Planned Parenthood was to affect the black race and eradicate black babies. It's giving the same thing here. So even all the way political, like it's some real sinister sick shit here, okay? Like really. And then it's something with the teacher. It's something with the fucking teacher. I feel like there was a teacher that used the babies as shields, like literally. Disgusting. And maybe he might have to backtrack on his story, or somebody gonna backtrack on something, because these babies, they keep saying this, like somebody, a teacher especially, didn't pull up for them and in fact used them. Okay, they weren't as brave. Like they had to be, they had to be the one to stand up not only for themselves and others. All these adults that were basically, I don't know if a teacher necessarily, I guess they ain't paid to put their life on the line, but the cops was. And so from the baby standpoint, it's like everybody that is there, they're supposed to protect us and do like to do, and they left us. Okay, is what these babies are saying. All right. But some teacher, whoever survived, definitely used a child as a shield. Period. Period. All right. Festival porta potty. Okay, a lot of these babies scared, wetting on themselves. It's poor babies here. Okay. Yes, and this card keeps coming up. The public pool. Okay, specifically, this is a race card for me because it just is historically. It started with the pools, and can black and white people swim in the same pool? I'm also hearing DNA pool, race blending, all this shit. Okay, here is separatists wanting to take over. Okay, is what it looks like here. But it's not only on this sick person who came in here and massacred these babies, but also the officers and people sworn to protect them here. What else? The scene was you can't clean that up. That has to be burned down specifically here. There's a lot of video footage of this person traveling to do this. I also heard somebody was like the police was communicating with him, the FBI or something, on some chat, like they already knew he planned to do this. Like, so what? I feel like there's tons of footage here of him traveling. This is a whole separate reading here. Definitely with this Planned Parenthood on the board, women's rights, abortion bans, and all that. With this, I don't even know what the fuck Ellis Island is, but with this judge and the war against women here, I don't know. Privatized prisons for women who run they babies or something. I don't know. That's just a whole separate thing, but tuck that away because I can't stop what pulls up here. It obviously needs to be had, so we'll address that later here. But I feel like when they start locking bitches up, they're gonna have something specific here. Okay. All right, where we at? 9. All right, clarify this White House Congress fraternity in relation to the UVALDE, the agenda of keeping refusing to ban automatic weapons here. The inside of this place looks like a mix between the Chernobyl power plant and a sex dungeon. I have no idea what that has to do. I can see the first part, but the second part is, I don't know what that's about here. Again, I get the idea that the scene was just like, you have to burn that. You can't clean that. You can't touch that. Like, even as a, okay. And I don't know what they look like in Chernobyl, but I don't think it was anything good here. Nuclear bad. Okay. If I can give this place 0 stars, I would. It shouldn't be open for business. In fact, it should be totally shut down by the FBI, and I want to see some arrests here. But this was in reverse here. So there is definitely someone protecting, okay? Government-wise, everybody that was on the scene here, okay? They burn it down or they gut it or whatever. A lot of that is to destroy evidence. There's so much evidence, okay? I don't know if it's going to see the light of day, but I feel like that's the idea, is for all this evidence not to see light of day. And it's the video, and it's like, okay. These babies were really, really scared. Overcame my fear of pooping in the public place here. And I feel, I don't know if they could hear them on the outside here or what, you know, just, employee uniform for the rest of them. Yeah, they were saying like they were abandoned like by their teachers in some type of way here. This is the type of place where you could bring your IV bag with you and no one says anything about it. So I don't know what was going on at this school or what was going on with these teachers, because I'm getting a lot of all I can think of is derelict, specifically derelict energy from the teachers here. Okay, I don't know if they was running drugs through this school. I don't know what was going on. All right, I had the teacher pouring liquor in the coffee cup, so somebody be reporting to work drunk or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, who are these people? But I feel like whoever some of these teachers were assigned to them or whatever, they left these kids point blank and period. Here, point blank and period. I don't know if this area is high in trafficking or things of that nature, okay, but it's also giving that here. All right. I'm closing this out. You killed my pet goldfish. Yeah, this guy, whoever he was, I feel like he really taunted these babies. I don't know if he rants or raves about, oh, you've taken this from me, if it wasn't for you, and all this and this and this. Yeah, blank gives me chills here. Really just very mentally unstable, this person, and he's talking to these babies. They have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, but it's almost like listing every reason why they deserve to, you know, just inflicting, like, terrorizing, you know. And we know that they were in the building. Okay, thank you. That's why they keep saying this here. Didn't even go in because all the employees laughed. I knew, look, they laughed. Don't need that negative energy in my life. I'm telling you, I don't. They had this crazy, unstable, maniac person, and they're terrorizing them and killing them. And then on God, it looks like they're saying, like, the police were there. Like, they were there. They could hear them. There was laughter. Again, some government struggle or whatever, and they used this incident to get they lick back on, I guess, their parents or some shit like that. Okay, but it was more taunting and terrifying because I believe that they could hear, you know, the security, they could hear the police, they could hear them out. Like, this was some really sick energy here. But I see this person ranting and raving. These babies, they have no idea what he's talking about. And on the floor, and that's the last one. Thank you. How dare you tell your dad about it? There are, again, I don't know how much evidence they're going to suppress in this here, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of evidence in these messages that these babies were sending to their parents, or sending out or posting or something. It's something with that here, but strong, like everybody, I mean, we already know that they failed them, but they got failed on so many levels, because basically they were slaughtered for shit. I mean, it has nothing to do with them, you know what I mean, but everything but nothing, because they're babies. It's like, if you have a problem, then go get, I don't want nobody to die, but go get go fuck with the person you got the problem with. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't the babies, so they were so innocent in that fact, but it's just like on every facet here, and it's not even innocent bystander or everything. Like, this whole thing was known that it was gonna happen front to back. They knew, Popo knew they wasn't gonna do shit, because they had an issue, I guess, with the people in the community or some shit like that, and was just like, oh, you don't need us? Okay, you don't need us. I don't know if they had a defund the police or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But on the FBI side, it looks like they knew homeboy was coming. They got there, and the babies are saying, like, we could hear them, and that was like, why aren't they coming? And then the killer, and they're like, you hear them out, they're not coming to save you. Like, just a horrific situation. And it was like, it was it was fast in the method that it went out, as far as the weapon and everything, but that time, because that 56 minutes or whatever, okay, that it was excruciating psychologically, okay, but there were some really brave babies that did basically what the adults were supposed to do. They say the worst part is, again, just seeing the people that are supposed to protect them not, and they were right there, aka the teacher, aka the police here. All right, period. So I don't know if the parents got their phone back or whatever. I feel like it was recorded, like all that. That's the thing. The evidence on the phone with some of these babies' phones. I don't know if they gave it back to them or whatever. If they wiped whatever, they probably wiped all that shit. No cap. But I feel like somebody got some pictures and somebody got some videos that's very, very damning, and somebody gonna have to backtrack and walk whatever they said, but absolutely horrific, absolutely disgusting. If anybody uses this particular UVALDE shooting for any political, anything like horrific, disgusting, deplorable, like get them out of here. Like, don't let them fool you. These babies just paid the ultimate price. They were pawns on a game board for some shit. Again, they don't have shit to do with. It's like, we're kids. They don't know shit about, racism. I mean, they might in middle school, but you know what I mean? It's just the killer being racist, the cops being racist, like all the way up to the U.S., the White House, and all these silly ass games. Like, nobody, and it's like, bitch. I'm a baby before I'm any color. Like, what the fuck? At least that's the way it should be. That's what I was told coming on to this motherfucker. I don't know. I guess everybody got a different booklet or some shit when they arrived on Earth. But booklet I got is like hands off babies, women, and children. That's the booklet I got. That's the one that I was telling you supposed to have. That's the Bible. So it's like, bitch, I'm a baby before I'm any color of any fucking thing. That's the way it should be. I mean, we ain't gonna talk about slavery and all that shit, but it is very much giving all of this. But I've been talking about this on the channel If you're a day one, or if you've been here the past like 2 years during the pandemic, you already peep. Like, for real, it's going down, and it's going to keep getting louder and more horrific and more specific. We just had that boy, I'm probably get his name wrong. Here, Jalen, I want to say, but the police yeah, he drove off, got away, but it's like he hopped out the car and he was running. He didn't have shit on. He just running, okay? Lit that boy up 60 times. He had 60 bullets, 6 shot. They fired 90, like horrific shit, because they waiting to see what y'all gonna do. I don't know. I ain't heard much about the school or anything like that. Well, it's crazy how it just happened and it kind of disappeared. But there's this whole thing with eugenics and race and having everything crystal clear. MAGA, build the wall, deportation, import, like all of that shit. You know what I mean? And these poor babies pray. They prayed. PREYD, for some type of agenda, all the way up to the gun manufacturers. All that shit is disgusting here, but it means nothing if the population can't wake up and really, see and ask the proper questions. And if you're not getting the answers, then really pull up. And I think it's more than a march. I think it's more than, I don't know what you got to do, but all I know is this shit is sick out here. Okay? And that's all I got to say about this. All right? Any other channeled energy comes up here. Yeah, I told you. While the United States raced the Soviet Union, so that's Russia, right, to the moon, the Mexican government funneled millions of pesos in research on. Yeah, she was sitting ducks here. Children, look, I'm telling you, it's way deeper. It's hella disgusting. But anyway, that's what I have for you here. Let me know what you think in the comments. The third video, and again, maybe I'll make a fourth based on anything you guys come up with. So leave your requests in the comments. If you appreciate this reading, you can help support the channel. Tip the bartender below, Cash App or PayPal or Patreon. Okay, you can also book a personal reading. I thank you so much for your support. Like, seriously, God bless these babies. And God help. God help this. I can't even say the country. I don't even gonna know near that, but. Just the day when it fully comes out, everything that happened with this is like should burn. I don't know. At least that's what I had heard. Okay. All right. I'm out. Love one. Yeah. Left them damn babies.